Red Bull is confident they will be very close to McLaren in the upcoming races, starting with Barcelona. The Austrian team is placing a lot of faith in the technical changes that will come into effect 2 races from now. Could these rules be the reason behind Red Bull's recent boost? More importantly, how fast can they improve their car to give Max Verstappen a real chance at the driver's title? There's no question about Red Bull's strength in 2025, and something unexpected has just happened that many didn't see coming. Max has a strong fan base, and the team hopes this momentum will continue from Barcelona onward. However, they are not putting all their hopes on luck alone. Red Bull believes that once the technical changes take effect in Barcelona, McLaren's current advantage will disappear. Other teams, including Ferrari, are also counting on these updates. Christian Horner has been very clear that the playing field should be balanced when the front-wing flex rules are enforced, even though McLaren insists that these changes won't impact their performance, Horner explained. The technical directive in Barcelona will definitely have an effect. Exactly how much it will impact competitors compared to ourselves is hard to say, but it's a major adjustment, not just a small fix. All cars will feel it, but the question is, by how much? For Red Bull, the situation might be tougher than they expected. In Imola, overtaking turned out to be harder than anticipated because there was only one DRS zone. Still, throughout the race, the RB21 showed excellent tire management, setting it apart from many others on the grid. Even McLaren was caught off guard by Red Bull's strong pace. Lando Norris admitted that, for the first time, the Woking-based team struggled with tire wear. He pointed out that this was unusual and something they definitely need to work on. Norris said, "The only drawback in Imola was that we didn't match Red Bull's speed. Max was very fast today. Not only did we lack pace, but tire degradation was also a problem. What was our strength just 2 weekends ago didn't hold up this time. It really shows how fast things can change. Still, we are happy with the team's overall result, and that's what matters most." One important thing to note is Red Bull's approach to the situation in Imola. The Austrian team believes what's happening isn't just coincidence. They think there's a clear reason behind it, linked to the FIA updating some rules about the braking system. McLaren has faced accusations of using special materials that change how heat spreads to the tires. While this isn't illegal, right? Now new rules have banned certain systems, including some ways to cool tires with water. Whether this is the start of stopping McLaren's clever tricks is something we'll have to wait and see. Meanwhile, Red Bull has made significant progress with tire management upgrades at Imola, which gives them a positive outlook for improving in this critical area. Christian Horner mentioned that Red Bull has managed to improve the car's performance and bring it into a better operating range. When sliding is reduced, tire temperatures become easier to control, which is a positive sign. He said the first part of the race was encouraging because Max Verstappen was managing his tires better than the drivers behind him. He was smart on the track and still building a lead. On Friday, McLaren looked very quick during long runs. However, to have the race pace Red Bull showed in Imola hasn't been seen since last year's Brazil race, which was wet. That event stands out as one where Red Bull really pulled away and outperformed McLaren. So what's next for Red Bull? Red Bull has already dedicated a large part of their 2026 budget to developing a stronger version of the RB21 for Max Verstappen. Horner made it clear that their main goal is winning the Drivers' Championship and nothing else. Because of this, we can expect to see more upgrades aimed at boosting the car's performance, especially in tire management. This is why the team plans to keep improving the car throughout 2025. Given this, Max should not be counted out in the title fight just yet. Currently, he trails the leader, Oscar Piastri, by 22 points, with Lando Norris also in close competition. Still, Red Bull and Max are ready to show their strength when it matters most. Last year, Red Bull won the championship, with a car that finished third in the constructors' standings, something not seen since the days of legends like Nelson Piquet and Keke Rosberg. But things might be different this season. McLaren has shown strong potential, and one bad weekend doesn't mean they'll lose the progress made over the past few years. Andrea Stella, McLaren's team principal, said that accusations against his team focus on the wrong issues. He believes this actually helps McLaren because it distracts their rivals from what really matters, finding performance in key areas. Stella added, "It's good news when our competitors focus on things that aren't even on our car. Even if they were like front-wing flexing, that's not why McLaren is competitive. So I hope these kinds of distractions continue, because it helps us stay ahead." If Stella's words hold true, we might see even more competition within McLaren, as Norris recently finished ahead of Piastri for the first time since the Australian Grand Prix. However, Norris hasn't looked very confident in qualifying, and we know race results matter most because following closely can cause tire wear and reduce performance. This intra-team battle could cost McLaren valuable points, which might benefit Verstappen in the title fight. The Dutch driver has said that, if he were in the MCL 39, we'd see a very different version of him. If his team can bring the car closer to his style and needs, another strong performance from the four-time world champion is likely. Many expect changes from Barcelona onwards, but whether this levels the field as Red Bull hopes remains to be seen. What do you think? Will Red Bull close the gap to McLaren? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to check out the video on your screen now.